Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating corner of archaeology called experimental archaeology. Forget just dusting off old pots or analyzing maps. This is about getting hands-on with history. Imagine trying to build a section of Stonehenge or knap a flint axe, exactly like our ancestors did. That's the essence of it. Experimental archaeology moves beyond looking at static artifacts found in the ground. It tries to bring the past to life by actually replicating or approximating how ancient people did things. Think of it as reverse engineering history. Researchers use it to test ideas about how ancient cultures made tools, built structures, cooked food, or even sailed across seas. It's a way to gain insights that digging alone just can't provide. So how does it actually work? It starts with a question based on archaeological finds. Maybe researchers find a strangely shaped tool or the remains of an unusual building. They form a hypothesis, an educated guess, about how it was made or used. Then comes the fun part, replication. They gather materials thought to be available back then, the right kind of stone, clay, wood, or plant fibers, and try to replicate the ancient process using techniques believed to be authentic. This could be anything from chipping stone tools, firing pottery in a handmade kiln, weaving on a basic loom, or even trying ancient farming methods. While they do this, they record everything meticulously: how long it takes, what kind of waste is produced, how the tools wear down, how efficient the method is. Finally, they compare their results, the replica objects, the wear marks, the debris, with the original archaeological evidence. Did their experiment produce something similar? This helps confirm or challenge their initial ideas. What do we learn from all this effort? A huge amount. Replicating technology reveals the step-by-step process ancient craftspeople used, often highlighting just how clever and skilled they were. It shows us the knowledge of materials and the problem-solving abilities needed. We can test how well a tool actually worked. Was that spear point effective for hunting? How long did it take to build that type of house? It also sheds light on resource management. What materials were needed, where did they get them, and how much labor was involved? Sometimes, understanding the technology can even hint at social structures, like whether there were specialist craftspeople, or perhaps differences in tool styles might signal different cultural groups or economic strategies. Some experiments even involve burying replicas to see how they decay, helping archaeologists better interpret what they find during excavations. The applications are incredibly diverse. You have people replicating Stone Age flint knapping to understand tool production and use. Others rebuild ancient pottery kilns to figure out firing techniques. Large-scale projects have reconstructed ancient dwellings, Iron Age farms like Butzer Ancient Farm in the UK, or even parts of medieval castles like Gadelon in France, built using only period-appropriate tools and techniques. Experiments explore ancient metalworking, recreating how bronze or iron was smelted and shaped. People reconstruct ancient recipes and brewing methods, fancy some authentic Egyptian beer. And in maritime archaeology, researchers build and sail replicas of ancient ships to test their seaworthiness and navigation capabilities, like the Viking longships or the Sutton Hoo vessel. Now, it's not without its challenges. Perfectly replicating the past is impossible. We might not know the exact materials or techniques used. Environmental conditions are different, and modern skills or assumptions can unconsciously creep in. Finding truly authentic materials can also be tricky. So, rigorous methods, careful documentation, and acknowledging the limitations are really important. But technology is helping. Researchers might use machines for controlled stone flaking tests or 3D scanning to compare wear patterns precisely. Digital simulations can also complement physical experiments. Experimental archaeology remains a vital tool. By actively engaging with the materials and processes of the past, it takes us beyond just looking at artifacts. It lets us explore the actions, the skills, and the ingenuity of the people who came before us, offering a tangible, hands-on connection to history and genuinely enriching our understanding of how people lived long ago. Thanks for listening.